Alright, 10:45 in the morning ARCA race. Single split, 19 cars, pings from the moon, apparently. Yeah, and a rare Mark spotting, not in an 87. I was quite surprised to see him join. So, yeah, I gotta work tonight, much later than normal, and so taking the morning off and getting some stuff recorded. Hopefully I'll be able to get another race in once I get home, but yeah, figured this was probably the best time to do an ARCA race. It's gonna be difficult no matter what to get a clean race, because it's a short track and people lack the concept of throttle control and driving within your limits. Cue me up spinning out of the corner and wrecking the field after saying that. But yeah, I figured let's do this rather than any other series. I mean, I could have done it 87 at Daytona, but this will get done quicker. So, I can go pretty quick, but it takes 5 laps or so for me to get up to that speed, so I'm not sure qualifying is gonna do what I need in a couple of laps. I am on 65% brake bias, just so I have adjustability both ways. I'm on 8-to-1 steering ratio because I need that at short tracks. And just throttle control out of the corner there. Let's see if we can go a little quicker. This place, always difficult for me because the line is slightly higher than the yellow line, so I am not consistent enough to hit the line, which causes me issues. But at the moment, P2, and that is
checkered flag.
Good enough for me. Number 1 car doing number 1 car things, a 406, that's just ridiculous. He did a 3 in practice, that's even more ridiculous. John was quick in practice as well, and then we got Mark at a 7, so hopefully that means we'll spread out a bit at the front, and then it'll be dodging car low, car high for the rest of the race. So I've given everyone a paint scheme that didn't have a NASCAR paint scheme, so hopefully the field will look good. And if you haven't seen, I put out a video when you see this yesterday on how I use IR Sidekick to do that. I don't know if I explained it well enough. It was just kind of a quick throw it together video. And we are waiting on one person, and that one person is done. And it's time to go race. Starting P3. I got a good feeling about this race. Hopefully there's not. Hopefully it's a clean race, but just the way that ARCA works on short tracks, it can get ugly really quick.
Estimated strength of field is 1,614. Keep it clean. The DNF today would hurt our points a lot.
Alright, so the pace that I put in qualifying, we're not doing that in the race. With short tracks in ARCA, it is a lot about keeping the rear tires on it for later in the race. You don't really have to worry about tight or loose. I mean, it can get tight and loose, but the killer in lap time later in the race is the drive off the corner. And if you have heated up your rear tires, you're going to have no drive off the corner. and then you're just going to be a sitting duck, especially at a place like this that has some
Waiting on
really
the
long
final car
straightaways.
grid. There's no tire changes allowed during the
And it
race.
almost
Tread
has
right
2
and good
grooves,
luck.
so there can be some attempts at passing. Usually, though, someone dives in, because if you're running the middle lane,
Just hit the tires. Make them last the rest of the race. You'll
they
be
dive
lining
it
up
in,
on
but
the
it
inside.
gets
Close,
pinched
pit
off
road
in the
is
center,
closed.
and then there's contact, so. ARCA hasn't been here in a long time, though, so it's good that we've got back to one of the paid short tracks. And this one's used a ton in all the short track series, so a lot of people should have it.
One to go. Next time by.
I believe they did a real race here in ARCA East or regular ARCA a couple of years ago, so. But then I think everything moved to 5 flags, possibly. I could be wrong, it could still be here. I know the spring or early spring
Stay focused.
series that they have with the modifieds. I think maybe ARCA runs there as well.
Green flag. That car is off.
Very early green. I don't think anyone was expecting that.
Car outside.
Not going to fight
Clear
the 4.
outside if you want it.
Especially down low there. We're going to have trouble off the corner. We'll let him go try to chase down this guy that we have no shot of chasing down.
24.711. Car stopped ahead.
We've already got a car stopped ahead call. Oh boy. Car taking a very interesting line each corner. I don't know if he's doing that for a straighter exit or just driving off the corner. We're at an 18.8, and I am perfectly fine with that. We got Mark behind us. Just save the tires. Don't get loose on exit. Don't hit the wall on exit. Very easy to drive the car into the wall, especially with the way this opens up on exit here and then comes back in.
18.825.
Just don't punish the tires. That is the goal. Mark's looking pretty good though. Cars driving down in front of the field and up the field and across the track, because why would you just not stay up high? Hopefully Mark is not going to try to take advantage of that as we navigate through.
19.285.
Alright, looks like the 4 has settled down a little bit. So, probably a 3rd place finish unless Mark really comes alive, although Paula behind us is catching him and making the move. Makes it easy, and then they get on the gas too hard, and Mark might have gotten into the back of them as they were struggling to get going. Car stopped up high, and it's this guy again. Well, there's not going to be a whole lot of cars left on track, I assume. We're actually catching cars. Look out the left side window.
Go high.
There they are.
19.009.
Course kind of dropped back to us, but I'm guessing just being careful when we get the car slow calls.
19.982.
Getting a little tight out of the corner. Back the brakes up just a tiny bit.
Slow car down low.
Look ahead. They've exited. So yeah, that situation right there, very easy to happen as you get under someone who's following the wall and then they're turning towards you because they can't just run into the wall. But yeah, that guy's kind of not paying attention to who's around him now as well because he just turned down in front of Mark. And nearly turned down and ran into us in the corner. Sometimes you get lap cars that feel like they have to go faster so that they don't get ran over, which then just makes them out of control. Like I tell everyone in the league, practice running the line that you're going to have to run when you're getting passed. That way you know what's going to happen and you don't have to learn as you go. Because you have to drive differently, you have to do a little bit different stuff out of the corner. You can't just slam on the throttle like you're running the racing line. If you don't practice that, you're going to get yourself in trouble and smack the wall. Now, I think the 4 is getting very worried about me and is not getting much help from the 15. I don't know why the 15 is racing him so hard. They're multiple laps down. 19.20. But the 4 is going to really try hard, probably have some contact again, and he's also burning up his stuff, trying to make this pass when we're not getting closer to him. So we'll just let him continue on because right now I'm going as fast as I need to, and he's burning up his rears trying to make this pass of a car that's slightly quicker, slightly slower, but not slow enough to make the pass easy. So Mark's catching back up as we're slowed for this. 15's getting loose. Now the 15 lets off, turns down, and tries to run into him. And now is trying to run into us. Guess that guy's just mad that he sucks. Probably just has zero control over what he does. But very clueless. The reason you were getting hit was you. You were the reason. All you gotta do is pull up, let him by in the corner. It's not like the car ahead of you is for position. But so many people lack the ability to understand when their race matters and when it doesn't. So it's me, and they get worried if they have to lift off, even though the race is done. No cautions. It's not like you're getting 2 laps back. Almost to halfway here, and that is how you be a lap car.
Car outside. Clear up top. 19.3.
He's not battling the guy ahead of him. He had faster cars coming up.
Go high, go high.
Just a little lift. Mark getting cut down on by the 15.
Okay, we're halfway to the finish.
Mark might be up to like 6 incidents now, or higher.
89.
We're having an easy time of it. I haven't even really got close to a lap car, other than the ones that were pulling back onto the track. The 15 when he tried to wreck the 4.
Car outside.
12 does an okay job of being sort of predictable there.
19.389.
How many laps is it going to take me to set up a pass? And am I quicker off the corner than the 4? He's had a couple of slides. The leader's long gone, so only way anything else is going to happen is if he gets wrecked. Probably not done seeing the 15.
19.327.
Little slide there, cutting down. Yeah, I think I just saw the 15 as well. Alright, well, I guess it's time to go.
19.289.
Hopefully the 15 doesn't try to wreck the 4 again.
Outside.
He's probably going to be aiming for Mark. I thought we were clear of him. I nearly wrecked myself.
19.331.
Yeah, John's looking strong though. I don't know if we're going to be able to get there. I think we're, well, never mind. I was going to say I think we're about to have a big wreck. But one of them takes themselves out. Now the 15's letting the 19 go. And wrecking him. Just back out of that.
Car outside.
No need to try to go 4 wide
Keep low.
while they're wrecking.
Clear high.
Could have tried to take advantage of it. I almost did, but
9.7.
not worth the risk for a second place. And if the leader gets wrecked and the 4 wins, because I didn't try to go 4 wide there, that is fine.
19.
That 15, I think, just doesn't have control. Zero clue of where his car is and everyone else is. Probably running field of view of like 150 on a single monitor. Gotta make sure you can see behind you out of the corner of your eye while looking straight ahead.
19.291.
Yeah, that wasn't good. I need to calm it down. Quicker. Just need to be patient.
19.265.
It's too tight in the center. Back the brakes up a bit more.
19.438.
Need to back my entry up. Alright, he's quicker than us now. I've somehow screwed my tires.
19.4.
That is not a good way to be a lap car. Just stopping on entry like that. Just run the higher line. And then in the center of the corner, if everyone's on a different lane, then you can lift off. But when you lift off in the braking zone, still on the straightaway,
19.414.
no one is expecting that. And if they're running right behind you, they're not going to be able to react. So well, I am not being consistent. I've lost rear grip. He's making a ton of mistakes, but I am making them as well with the cut down line, so just try to keep the pressure up. See what happens.
.396.
8 to go.
.37.
I knew as low as we both got there that it was going to snap if I tried to get on it hard, so... Whole lot of lap traffic to finish this one off.
19.468.
Good luck to us both. Oh, the 18's stopping on exit.
Inside. Keep high. Clear inside. Car outside. Clear outside. 19.678.
And here's the 15 again.
Car outside. Clear up top.
Ooh, that was a hard early break I wasn't ready for. Slid around the whole fucking corner that time.
19.679.
Oh, and now we got a blinking 12. Turns down almost. Alright. It's not going to be a pass by me. It's going to have to be a mistake by him. Try to keep the pressure on.
19.499. Two left to go. Two to go.
I feel like there's a crossover possible out of 4, but I just can't get the run that I need.
White flag this time.
And I hit that fucking wall. We didn't have a shot anyways. He did good. We all survive. 0 incidents. Mark gets 4th.
Slow car down low.
And I will take it.
Go high.
Gave him everything I could,
Check
other
flag,
than the
check
bumper.
flag.
And
Good job. Very
just
good
couldn't
job.
set it up. Like, we were much quicker in the middle, and then just burnt our stuff up. 93-93. I can be happy with that. Let's go take a look at the wrecks. Alright, so we're not even under green. Blinking. Those moon pings that we saw. Then the 9 goes up the track and drills the 7. And we're getting going. And the 5 is fully committed to a pass from 8 car lengths back and runs into the car. The 9 pushing up the track into the wall. 14. And the 12 just stomps on the brake or something, I don't know, but they go around, and then 8 car picks the wrong direction. 7, 18, and the 7 forgets that the 18's out there and just slams him. 5 gonna dive it in from a car and a half back here. Yep, but this time instead of going to the inside, just goes through the car. 11 getting loose way down the corner. No, it was a long... Okay, that's what happened. That was when Mark got into him because he was stomping on throttle. 8 cars backwards here, getting ran into somehow, and pulling down in front of the leader. 10 car losing it on corner entry. Yeah, the 12 was just not running the entry line. That was weird. 9 has been struggling. That might have ended the 9. Yeah, 15 just turning down there. But we saw how the 15 was driving. They had no clue what they were doing. 10 getting loose off the corner, trying to get on throttle too early, and turning down harder. 19 doing what they need to do. 15 doing what they were doing. 10 car getting going on the front stretch and slamming on the throttle and putting it in the wall again. 5 car not looking past his bumper so doesn't see that the guy's already going slow. 15 turns left and wrecks himself. And there we go. So, good job to the 1. It's meant to win, and he wins it. We were meant to get 3rd, and we get 3rd. We weren't supposed to get beat by the 4, but he was quicker in most sections of the race. So, 0 incidents for me, and the 1. Mark did not have 0 incidents, but I think a lot of that was helped by the 15. Then 3 more 0 incidents. The 5 car was 16 incidents. The 15 was 17 and gets deleted. So 13 iRating. Clean short track race. And we actually had a good short track race. It was John and me running as hard as we can around a bunch of people running harder than they can. So, yeah, that was interesting. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.